EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Sentinels of Chicago taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready, set. COVID-19.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
James now to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, full fury.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A gain of 39 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Smash. Ready.
Another try for Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
Touchdown, Texans! Jahan Jackson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, What goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Love. That one complete to Parker. The Texans at 11-5 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mega. Set, go.
Barkley inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing. Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Red, yellow. Smack, red. White, blue. Blaster, 6. Steal, check, steal.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Kennedy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Love now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15. 1st down, Sentinels.
He's going to use his legs here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going deep for Bateman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love, he's going to change the play here.
10 cycles. Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6.
Field, black. Ready.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Play action this time with Love. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Sentinels.
Get it.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third and 8.
18 Rebels. Warriors 70.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's James. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A fresh set of down. There for the Texans.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Stick, mega, go pink, blue striker. Hey, go Fury.
Love. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To the air again, Love. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary going with the pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They're on the 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Fighting his way through contact. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Running left, it's Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ready.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Claw, 10. Strike. Check striker. Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Kennedy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time.
Here we go.
So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the option, here's Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go now.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Love's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Love. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2